Hey, friend, Erin Davis here from Revive Our Hearts. And I've been hanging out with some people that might be mutual friends, women that you might already know, talking about True Woman 22. We hope we will see you there. And we want to give you some inside scoop about the things that'll be happening, some of the things we'll be talking about. And to help me with that today is Melissa Kruger. Hey, Melissa, how you doing?
Good. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you. I can't wait to see you person to person instead of camera to camera. I'm going to hug your neck in Indianapolis.
I know it's going to be so much fun. I can't
It
wait.
is gonna be fun. Me too. Hey, we're bringing something back, pulling something out of the vaults that we have done in the past at True Women conferences, and that is breakout sessions. I'm a girl who loves a good breakout, and you're teaching two of them. So tell us first about cultivating contentment.
Yes, I'm going to be talking about the topic of contentment, which honestly, I'm the biggest student. So I'll be there
Yeah,
learning
me too.
myself once again. But I think it's such an important topic. I really think that we often think our problem is out there, our circumstances, what's happening in the world. And I have found time and time again the problem's what's in my heart and my unsettledness about what the Lord's doing in my life that causes me discontentment. And so we're going to talk about how do we reshape our lens to really trust the Lord with whatever comes into our life, and how does that foster contentment?
Well, sign me up. We just remodeled a room in our house like just a few months ago, and already recently I was like, and now I want to redo this room, and then I wanted to add this room. I mean, it's just a struggle for me to just be content and enjoy the blessings God's already given me. So sign me up. I'll be there. The second one that you are leading, I am fascinated by, and I wish every single person at True Open 22 and on the live stream could be a part of it. It's about how to be a more discerning woman. Now, I feel like discernment is maybe a little bit of a church word. So demystify it for us. What does it mean to be discerning?
Yeah, the definition actually I like to use is really simple. It is wisdom making a choice. That's what
Mm,
I like to say discernment is. So it's wisdom making maybe I should say a good choice.
yeah, a
Because
wise choice.
that's
Yeah.
what that's what we hope to be doing. So um I love the book of Proverbs, and it talks
Mm,
about how there are two voices crying out in the marketplace. Lady Wisdom is actually there, and then Lady Folly is there. And both are crying out, follow me. Well, it says, leave your
yeah.
simple ways and follow me. So both are calling out. And so, how do we as people figure out which one to listen to? Because the scriptures tell us one leads to life and one leads to death. And so, this question for us is, how do I become a discerning woman who can actually look at all the information that's in the world today? Because, we have more information today than ever before. I think I can say
Information
that.
overload. Yes.
Yes,
Right.
like we have access to more information than ever before in history. I think
Mm,
that's fair to say. And so how do we become women who can know fact from fiction, truth
yeah.
from lies? How are we women who can actually know the truth and then walk in it? And I think that's just so hard to do in our world today because we have so many like really charismatic people telling us, "Hey, live this way." And
Ah,
so how do we become women who can sniff out the lies and follow the truth? And that's hard,
okay.
not easy.
How do I be in both breakout sessions and host the live stream and teach my own? I want to be there. I need both of those messages so much. Tell us about some of the other breakout sessions there are going to be. You can go to truewoman22.com and see a whole list. There's more than a dozen of them by some great teachers. But what else do we have lined up for True Woman 22, Melissa?
Well, I'm really excited. There's one on prayer, which,
Yeah.
like, I'm hoping I'm not speaking during that one because there's something I think we all want to improve is our prayer life.
Yeah.
Um, you
Leslie
know,
Bennett is leading that one. And I always say she is not a prayer warrior. She is a prayer general. So we could all stand to learn about how that woman prays.
that's good. So I want to hear that one. There's one that I really need. It is on rest. I mean,
Mm,
I hope that like we just come in and they let us take a nap in that way
just
because
comfy blankets and soothing music. I like it.
yeah. When we were in kindergarten, they used to make you take a nap and
Yes,
nobody wanted to. I'm like, we need that for adults. Like, I want my
I
mat
agree.
and like be told at 2 p.m. to lay down. But anyway, I'm sure that is much broader and much more significant on spiritual rest. And I can't wait
Yeah.
to hear that one. And then another one I'm looking forward to is leaving a spiritual legacy. I know, you've got kids. But and I know it's not just our kids. We want to leave a legacy with women in our churches, women in our lives, but also with our families. Like I've been praying since I had my kids. May there be generations that would come who would follow the Lord from our family. And so I'd love to hear more about how do we do that.
Yeah, they're all rock solid. They're all gonna fill your tank. They're all gonna send you home with probably a notebook full of notes. We are actually creating a separate journal this year just because we know you're gonna want to take so many notes during the conference. I don't think there is a whammy in the bunch. So that the hard part is going to be deciding which one. And if you're joining us via the live stream, you will get to participate in breakouts. You get to participate in the two that are happening in the big room. We don't know what those are yet, be based on registration numbers. And then you have access to the audio from all the breakouts after the conference. So nobody's going to miss out. Hey, Melissa, you've been in women's ministry many, many years, and you know that there is a challenge when you are the women's ministry leader to bring a group. There's all of the administration, there's the marketing, there's the arranging of the church bands, there's all of that stuff. Put your women's ministry hat on for just a minute. Speak to the women's ministry leader. Why is it worth the effort to get a group of women to a conference like True Women 22?
I think a conference like this is so important for your women because they serve every day in your church and they're always having to make sure everything's happening and put the schedule together for your own women's retreat and think about content and teach Bible studies and do all these things. So, how
Right.
wonderful to have a time when these women can come and be fed by other women. And I find it so helpful. And when you're all together experiencing that, it creates this wonderful, like, whether you're riding in the van back or flying on the airplane back, you're having these conversations and it's going to foster just such good ideas for your women in your local church. And so, we come to conferences like this not because we think that they feed us in some special way, but they
Yeah.
allow us to go back into the local church. We all know the local church is where we want everybody to be. We want them to be
Right.
growing there, but times like this can fuel our service in the local church like nothing else. So I think they're so
Yeah.
important for us
There's
to
really
have.
nothing quite like it. I'm bringing my small group. I mean, they're gonna have to get there on their own because I'm gonna have to come a few days early. But my small group of ladies is gonna come, and that's one of the things I'm most excited about is watching what the Lord does in their hearts, and the fact that we'll be able to talk all year long till the next conference about what the Lord taught us and what does it mean to have an attitude that heaven rules. How does that impact us? So I would really encourage you, whether you bring a friend or a busload of friends, it's worth some of the effort that's required on the front end. Well, Melissa, I mean it. I can't wait to see you in Indianapolis.
I know it'll be so fun. I can't wait to see
Oh,
all of these women together praising the
I know
Lord together. It'll be
7,000
wonderful.
women together praising our King
Wow.
Jesus. I mean, it's going
Wow.
to be a good rehearsal for heaven. So if you aren't already registered, listen to my voice and use discernment and come to True Woman 22. You can register at truewoman22.com. Melissa and I can't wait to see you there.